Here are 3 pieces of advice for small business owners that want to grow their business. They want to get more leads and more sales. Do these 3 things and it will dramatically change your business. If you don't do these 3 things, you're going to hit a ceiling, a glass ceiling, and you will feel stuck, you'll feel frustrated, and your business will be basically like going in engine gear 1. If you've ever shifted gears on a car, I know they don't make those very much anymore, but I actually have one. And if you just stay in first gear, you can be pushing down, revving your engine, moving super. You feel like you should be going so much faster and your engine is going so high, but you're just going slow. Exact same thing is with these 3 pieces of advice I'm going to give you. It's going to help you get down into these other gears of your business and help you just take off, start going way faster without as much effort on your part. All right, let's get into the 3 pieces. All right, YADM. That stands for your opinion does not matter. What do I mean by that? Okay, your opinion of how something is does not matter. Let that sink in, okay? What a better question to ask is whose opinion matters. And guess whose opinion that is? It is your customers or your potential customer. So if you're struggling to get leads and struggling to get sales, it's because you are not giving the people what they want. So it really comes down to how do you figure out what those people want and then how do you give it to them, okay? So number 1 is you need to ask. And I know this sounds like a very simple answer, but it really comes down to this. Ask what people want. And you can go into Facebook groups. You can get a bunch of previous customers. You can go and see reviews on certain products that are similar to yours and find out like, okay, these people like the product, but they don't like this about the product, or they're still having this problem with the product. And so if say you're selling supplements, okay, I would go to a competitor's website. So go to a competitor, however you spell that, and read the reviews, read the 1-star reviews. And they'd be like, I hate that your product has X ingredient. I hate that your product has this, and I hate this, and I hate this. And these people are telling you indirectly through the competitions, through the reviews, what they like and what they don't like. And so all you have to do is be like, okay, well, if I made a product that didn't have this ingredient, it didn't have this binder, this filler, and it didn't make you burp up, whatever, like have these repercussions, would you buy it? And it say it was the same price. Yeah, definitely, I'd buy that product. And they just told you what they wanted. You ask what they want, and then guess what? You give it to them, okay? So many people I talk to, they're like, I have this amazing idea. Is it going to work? And I look at them and I say, have you asked your audience? Have you asked these people what they want? And I do this all the time myself. Like I used to do this a lot and I still do it a lot, and I need to catch myself doing it. I'm like, man, I have this brilliant idea. I'm going to go create something and it's going to be awesome. And then I'm going to give it to people and no one buys it. Why? Because I didn't ask them. I didn't get their input. And I was like, man, I have a great idea. It's going to be good for me, but is it going to actually be good for those people? Okay. So your opinion does not matter. What matters is the person that's going to be buying the product, their money. You're not even buying your own product. Okay. So whose opinion matters is the person that's going to buy the product. Second piece of advice, and I know this is really hard for visionaries, for people that are very creative, myself included, is you want to always think about, this is the downfall, how do I do something? How do I do this? How do I do this? How can I figure this out? And we're really good at things, right? Like you watching this video are probably good at almost everything that you do. You're very successful and everything you touch, so quote unquote, turns to gold. But this is also your challenge at the exact same time. Just because you are the best person to do the job doesn't mean that you should be doing the job, okay? Just because you can take the trash out the very best doesn't mean that you should be taking out the trash. Very simple term there, but like in your business, you want to think, who can help me? Who can do this? Who can do this for me? Because your most valuable asset you have is your time. You have your time here, and every time, every moment that you spend doing something, it's called opportunity cost. It takes you away from doing something else. So you need to figure out like, okay, what are my most valuable tasks? Okay. which ones are going to give me my best return on my investment, which is my time. So if it's editing videos, I know you can edit a video, but maybe someone else should be doing that for you, because you creating a video is so much more important than you editing a video. Okay, I'm just using that as an example for myself. Okay. All right. You need to be thinking of who can do this for you rather than how you can do it. Get someone on your team, hire someone. You can go out and learn how to build an entire funnel. You can learn how to do ads, but wouldn't it be more profitable for someone to do it else for you? Okay. Anyway, number 3. FU. That stands for follow up. And specifically, you got to be creative in your follow up. It is maddening how much people don't follow up. And it's a challenge in the world that we live in because there are so many distractions. Most people are on their phones 5, 6, 7 hours a day. Okay. They're like spending a whole day's worth of work on their phone. And every couple of minutes, there's a notification that pops up. Hey, this person commented. Hey, this person messaged you. Hey, this person emailed you. Same things are happening to your potential customers, your leads, those potential sales that you're missing out on. They put in their information and then they leave. Like just today, I put in my information and I joined a Facebook group. And as soon as I put it in, I was like, I'm done. Boom, I'm out of here. And I'm gone. I was like, I don't even remember the Facebook group. Like, I just moved on with my life. But what was cool was someone texted me and said, hey, did you get into the Facebook group? Hey, whatever, right? And they followed up with me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a good lesson to be learned. Most people that you are talking to, they need the follow-up, right? You need to guide them. And a lot of entrepreneurs, small business owners, they're thinking, man, I don't want to follow up with these people, or I don't want to email these people. I don't want to bug them or bother them. Just remember, your opinion does not matter. Back to number 1. The person that really wants to buy your product, but say they got distracted, would welcome an email. They would welcome a text. They would welcome a message. They would welcome someone following up with them if it meant that it's actually going to solve their problem, which you asked about and you know about. And so it's actually going to be more ethical for you to follow up with the person than if you didn't. Do you actually really care about people? Then follow up. Be creative with the follow-up. Text people. Follow up with them with an email. Get an automated text. Get a retargeting ad. There's a bunch of ways to follow up, but for every action, there needs to be a follow-up action. For every step in your customer's journey, there needs to be a follow-up action to help them move to the next step in that. If this helped you out, give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Guys, go out, be great, and create your freedom.